if you want to lose weight, the low FODMAP diet will help you get there. Now that's because not only does it restrict FODMAPs, but it also indirectly restricts your total calorie intake. Now, of course, if you're underweight or you're borderline underweight, or you're very active, you do a lot of sports and training, or you have a job that keeps you on your feet, then you want to make sure that you're meeting your calorie requirements and your protein requirements. So in this video, I want to look at the simple ways you can do that while following a low FODMAP diet. Quickly about me, my name is Joe Leach. I am a dietitian that specializes in gut health, IBS, or low FODMAP diet. I have a website, diet-versus-disease.org. If you want to find out more information, you can go there and just search for FODMAP diet. So the first thing you want to do is, of course, include foods that are low FODMAP or no FODMAP and high in calories and protein. So that's pretty simple to do if you eat them. So number one is meat. So, chicken, beef, turkey. Fish is number two. And good old eggs is number three. So remember that FODMAPs are short-chain carbohydrates that come from plant foods, yeah? So none of these foods have any FODMAPs in them. So in terms of FODMAPs, they are a free food. You can eat them freely. If you don't have any intolerances to them for other reasons, then there'll be no issue. Add them to your main meals, things like that. But sometimes people don't eat those things, vegetarians and vegans, for example. So the common question is, well, what should I have? Well, you should supplement. You should supplement your calories and your protein with a protein supplement. So what one should you have and how much? That's what we're going to go over quickly now. First one is whey protein. Wait for it. Isolate. Oh, I'm just going to squeeze. You have to excuse my writing. I can spell really well, but my writing is terrible. It's really messy. Whey protein isolate. We can give it a little extra color because it's super important. Whey protein isolate. This is the more expensive version of whey protein, but it's like almost all protein. The one that you might see, or if a bottle just says whey protein, but it doesn't specify on the front what it is, you assume that it's whey protein concentrate. The problem with concentrate is that it still has a bit of, it's not as much protein as isolate, so it still has a bit of milk sugar as a filler. Milk sugar, of course, is called lactose. You might be familiar with it. Lactose is of course the FODMAP in dairy food. A lot of people are lactose intolerant. So if you're following a low FODMAP diet, you want to make sure that you are not having whey protein concentrate. So if you're unsure, you have to look at the ingredients label. It'll be the first ingredient there in the protein powder. It'll say either whey protein isolate or whey protein concentrate. Concentrate, no. Isolate, yes. Second one. Whilst we're on the topic, soy protein isolate. Concentrate just getting in the way. I don't know why they make it. So again, the same thing. So if it's not isolate protein, there could be still some FODMAPs in the soy protein. So you want to go soy protein isolate. I'll get to the amounts in a moment. Number three, pea protein. And then of course soy protein and pea protein, vegetarian, vegan friendly as well. Pea protein, I think it's just pea protein. I don't think there's other varieties. Correct me if I'm wrong. And what else do we have? We have rice protein, of course. Whoops. I said I can spell and I put an R instead of a P. Rice protein is also a really good one. In terms of like, if we're grading what's the best to the worst, in terms of the amino acids, the blocks that build up the protein, so the best one for you, probably in descending order. Whey, soy, pea, maybe pea could be second. And then fifth, I'm going to include this, hemp. Now, disclaimer, I don't think hemp has been tested actually, because we only know the FODMAP content of foods that have been tested, and there's so many hundreds of thousands, millions of foods, I don't know. Hemp protein, I don't think it's been tested by Monash, but we know that if it's pretty much pure protein, and to a certain, if we limit the quantity you can have, it's pretty much going to be safe. So I'm pretty confident that hemp protein is low FODMAP as well. You know, in terms of protein quality, probably in descending order, but for the average person, it doesn't matter. They're all good. They're all good. Okay. So you want to so we want to talk about the quantities. So okay. So remember those. Basically, a rule of thumb is a 40-gram serving, which is equal to 2 tablespoons. Of course, when I want to record this video, they're playing live music outside and I can hear Bob Marley. So hopefully you guys cannot hear him. 40 grams or 2 tablespoons per serve. So that means, like, if you were to have that in between a meal or with a meal, that's fine. Wouldn't go more than that. If you follow the directions on the label, you'll be fine. They're never going to recommend more than that. 40 grams at one sitting is a lot. Like even like the really biggest guys in the gym, having 40 grams at a meal is overkill for them even. So yeah, that's the serving size you want to have, and that will be low FODMAP. With the rice protein, the soy protein isolate, maybe even the pea protein, if you had more than that at one sitting, theoretically it might go into the high FODMAP zone. So that's something to keep in mind. Follow the directions on the label. It won't be more than that anyway. So there we have it. That's how you can increase your calorie and protein intake whilst on the low FODMAP diet. One thing I do want to mention is so you want to look for other ingredients on the label as well. If it's a flavored, another thing. Yes, you want to look at the ingredients as well, because sometimes they might have additional flavorings which are high FODMAP. For example, sorbitol, that's a type of polyol used as a sweetener. So you do want to be mindful of that and be looking at the ingredients. And the last thing is, what should you drink them with? Make them on water. Make them on water. That's the easiest way. You can start mixing whey protein isolate with lactose-free milk if you want, or oat milk. But then you've got to think about, well, how much quantity of oat milk and things can I have? It just becomes a headache. So I would mix them with water. Make sure you look for other problematic ingredients. Limit them to 2 tablespoons. Easy. So if you found that useful, let me know in the comments if I missed something. Would love to hear what you thought. If you know someone who may enjoy this video or find it useful, please share it with them or tag them below in the comments. That would be greatly appreciated. Today's lesson is over. Thanks.